With us as we welcome you to the MGM Resorts NBA Summer League, live tonight on NBA TV, ramping up, getting his body right. That's been a big part of his back.
I think they wish they could have that situation back.
Orlando going straight to the cup. Devin Davis.
Just give us the finish that we needed.
Derek McGee driving. McGee getting the bucket, the whistle, and an opportunity. Jazz. Get to Walker. Walker pulls up. Walker buries it.
I think there's a major elbow right there.
Here comes Lonnie Walker again, picking up the loose ball. Walker in traffic and splits the defense and lays it in.
He looks decisive. Lonnie Walker looks like he is ready to make that next jump for the Spurs next season.
First bucket from Mo Bamba. Johnson puts up the floater, and Orlando comes down with a rebound that he put on about 15 pounds of muscle during his Bamba throwing it down. Running the from Samaric, no good. 19th pick of the 2019 NBA draft out of Serbia. Three ball back the other way, and that is good for Oregon.
It was made by his childhood buddy Shaq West, and it has become a club banger or a song that is very hanging out one night.
Okay. What type of dancing were they doing?
He was turning up.
Jared and Charles Barkley.
Another bucket here.
Jared, you and Charles Barkley were dancing together? Like, what was this? Like, what was going on here? Can you explain that?
Just a couple of guys having a good time.
Just a couple guys dancing together?
Devin Davis for Orlando.
Hey,
was it like a two-step or?
Brendan, I'm telling you, I probably should have brought it up, but he doesn't want to talk about it.
I don't care what he wants to talk about.
All I want to say.
Why now? What happened?
Nothing, just got older and more mature.
McCree won 4 games for the Jazz and then went to Italy. Lonnie Walker. Oh, sweet move by Walker. Lonnie Walker's got 8. NBA drafts 7 years ago. McCree dumps it off down low in traffic. In the corner, 3 ball. That's good. Kansas, as if it was going to be so easy, and
but they're still talking, so that's what I love, a healthy. Oh!
Objection by McCree.
I love a healthy rivalry that we have here.
Orlando leads San Antonio. Good ball movement here by Orlando. 4 on the shot clock. That'll be hoisted up and is good. You see the light shaking. We felt some serious swaying left to right. Mo Bamba to throw down. Bamba now's got 6.
He's going to be on minute restrictions here, but he was anxious to get going, and
the big throwdown.
And there we go. And he did a good job in
6'7", 200 pounds out of Northwestern. Here's Mo Bamba, the stretch 5, and he buries it.
We were much better. We were in the top half of the league on offense, and I think it was the last 35 games of the year we were first in defense. So
clearly the building was moving, and there the scoreboard moved. So they have suspended play for the time being at Thomas and Mack between New York and New Orleans. A player who's not going to be available to you, Jimmy Okokie, with an injury that he suffered at home during the torn ACL.
No, it's like I said, he's doing a good job.
Throw down.
And
right now a 45-23 second quarter advantage for Orlando. What a pass! Orlando. Jeffrey.
This guy's a good player. He's one of our two-way players. Although he's a do visible work with guys working on, driving the ball more. And then
he'll be here tomorrow, I've been told, to witness Summer League. Magic continue to put it on here.
Nice drive. Challenge, and they really started going back and forth at each other, and it's pretty much been advantage you guys ever since.
Lonnie Walker gets the bucket. We're suspended across the hall at Thomas and Mack for the Pelicans and the Knicks after experiencing what certainly felt like an earthquake here in the Bill Field away. We're at Cox Pavilion on the campus of UNLV. Brendan Haywood, Jared Greenberg, Josh Mitso. When we clearly felt the building swaying, we saw light fixtures moving, but we don't have a suspended scoreboard from in a bit. We've got 2:32 to go in the first half. Our final game of the night on NBA TV.
Well, how good has McCree been? Are absolutely destroying the Spurs at the moment also.
McCree's got 16 points on 6 of 7 shooting. The biggest without question. 32 teams play 83 games over 11 days. Walker again.
Everything he does looks very smooth and polished.
Law misses.
Kenny Williams from
It would
UNC.
be the perfect time for Kawhi Leonard to announce where he's going this year.
Why do you think that'd be the case?
Because there's all this other stuff happening. In the first half, Bamba played just 7 minutes, scored 9 points. About 6 months ago, suffered a stress fracture in his leg. First round pick out of where?
Kentucky. And Keldon Johnson, somebody that dropped in the draft. I thought the Spurs got in your career and you're working on your game.
Ed Johnson was the SEC Freshman of the Year. Davis wanted the call, didn't get the whistle. Back the other way, Johnson, he's trying to make a statement.
Right. Drive you, those guys help basketball teams.
Magic defense stepping up. McCree through 3 defenders and then gets it swatted away by Drew Eubanks.
Spurs weren't going to make the playoffs, but in typical Spurs fashion, they found a way to turn things around in the second half of the season.
Running hook.
And really make
The Jet, 5 on the shot clock. Magic matching the Spurs defense.
Oh my goodness! Wait a minute, Thomas Robinson.
Welcome back.
That he is a guy that will go out there and play hard for you, try to hit the boards, do those type of things. You see him in that fight with Mo Bamba for position.
The lead 67-53 as we go under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lonnie Walker pulls up and he buries it.
And that's just what I'm talking about, right on up. Doesn't try to overcomplicate it. He understands the reads of what's going on in the pick and roll game.
Bamba from downtown. Bamba buries it. That's his second. Felt about an hour ago was 7.1 magnitude earthquake. So clearly basketball, particularly Bamba, great sign for Orlando Magic fans.
Mo Bamba's looked great out here. He really has. And sometimes the timing has been off at certain times. Speaking of been great, Lonnie Walker looked from dunks. Then at the same time, he was able to show his versatility and have some great three-pointers. There's Eubanks for another block.
Yeah,
the two-hand block.
Again, the Spurs played it in Salt Lake City earlier in the week.
Got to get it up. Hey, big bucket from Law.
And if it counts, that'll be the final bucket.
That'll be the last bucket of the night.
So right now they're going to make an announcement to the crowd here at Cox Pavilion, and many of these fans have recently just trickled into the building due to the suspension of the game across the hall at Thomas and Mack, and now they are finding out. All right, so the crowd will file out the first of 11 days here of the 2019 NBA Summer League. We thought it would be headlined by Zion Williamson. Unfortunately, the story coming out of this is Zion's knee, and obviously the much bigger and more important story is the earthquake that we clearly felt late in the first quarter of our final game.